I'm going to, among other things here, teach you how to kick his ass in the most incredible way imaginable.
She doesn't need help there.
Oh yes, she does there. In such a way that he and you become exactly what you and he wish to be. But there's a distinct possibility that you're going to run into some scary stuff on the way, or some upsetting stuff, or some whatever stuff, because we all put it there to stop us from going and taking care of this. Is your husband satisfied?
I would like to think so.
Yeah, I bet you would. What if you could actually have him be satisfied and
Okay.
know it
Yeah,
for sure?
that's fine. Just a part of me that kind of feels like, I mean, I love Jonathan, but it's not my job to make people satisfied.
Perfect. Is he unsatisfied?
I don't think so. Not that I would like to think not. I
Is
don't
it
know.
your job to make him unsatisfied?
No. No.
Currently, are you satisfying or dissatisfying me, or neither one?
I think I don't know. I mean, I think you're happy with whatever I do, like you said earlier. It doesn't.
Any of you sort of in charge of somebody else's satisfaction or dissatisfaction? The pressure of the hands being held down is astonishing. It just is amazing to me. How is it possible that you guys can hold your hands down this thoroughly?
Can't do it
And
any longer.
there's no question about it. How far would Ed travel to say that you're not in charge of his satisfaction? How aggressively are you in charge of his satisfaction? Do you have any doubt about this?
I don't have any doubt about it, and it's something that I've begun questioning and really, really going over a lot.
Well, I
Trying to
don't-
be more honest with each other on that exact point.
Listen, we're the keepers of anybody anywhere near us, or anybody who knows us or ever has known us, or anybody who's related to us, or anybody who's ever screwed anybody who's screwed anybody who's screwed anybody who's screwed anybody who's related to anybody who's screwed anybody who's screwed anybody who's related to anybody who's screwed anybody who knew anybody who had a pencil. We're in charge of their satisfaction and their dissatisfaction. And if you think otherwise, you have bought some sort of humanistic bullshit. You're in charge of all of it. Go like this. So what? Who cares? Let them eat cake. Yeah, I got a match? That was tasteless. How many of you go out of your way to convince yourselves that you're not in charge of anybody's satisfaction or dissatisfaction? And how aggressively does that let you avoid responsibility for almost everything? You're in charge of their satisfaction and their dissatisfaction. You just aren't in charge of your own.
The opposite.
I know. What's true?
Nothing.
Yes, but you've decided that one is true. So we're just flipping it. Equally true. Sit here this moment, look at somebody in the room and have them be in charge of your satisfaction and dissatisfaction. in every way imaginable.
I don't like that. It's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Until you've completed individual, that's the case. Gotta be the case. How can it possibly be the... You know, our culture tells you nowadays that you're pretty much in charge of your own satisfaction and dissatisfaction. That's the line that culture wants you to buy. By the way, it doesn't want everybody in the culture to buy that. The idiots, it wants them, the poor idiots. It doesn't have them be in charge of it. It has them think that somebody else is in charge of it. We've got a stratified dance of where this applies and where this doesn't apply. You guys actually have enough clout to do something with this, so we have to convince you that it's in you. The people that don't have enough clout, we have to convince them that it's outside them. Follow? It's really quite astonishing. It's a beautiful thing. Who is in charge of your satisfaction and dissatisfaction? Who is in charge of your husband's satisfaction and dissatisfaction? Do you think he can be satisfied when he wants to be satisfied?
Yes.
It's one in your camp. You want her? That's one in your camp. You want her? That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Look at him. Ignore his clothes. Do you think he can be satisfied when he wants to be satisfied and not satisfied when he doesn't? Do you think this guy can pull that off? I'm not talking theoretically. Theoretically, in any self-help book, you can say anything's true. Him. That guy. See the look on his face?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that sort of sarcasm and control over satisfaction, dissatisfaction go hand in hand?
No.
Did you hear him complain about his wife earlier?
No, I feel like he's running away inside.
So he may not be in charge of his satisfaction or dissatisfaction.